Do you understand now what the difference is between necessary and optional expenses?
At first, it wasn't quite clear to me, but now I got it.
Awesome! Being able to distinguish between necessary and optional expenses will help you prioritize your spending, Laura.
But I still need to buy my brand clothing for work. Clothing is a necessary expense.
Yes, clothing is absolutely essential for our lives. But do we really need to buy so many and so expensive clothes for work?
Oh, I guess you are right. Even though I need clothes for work, I could buy less and with lower price.
That's right. But besides our distinction, we have seen previously there are other factors that influence the distinction between necessary and optional expenses. Let's have a look. In the case of some expenses, it depends on each individual's perspective whether they're necessary or optional. For example, the expenses for donations. Some people think that donations are a necessary expense, so they'll spend the money for it. Other people who think donations are an optional expense will make the decision whether to spend that money depending on their income, social status, or religion. Or even a beverage that is essential for our refreshment. We do need to hydrate ourselves. But we can choose between water and an expensive drink like a bubble tea. Everyone needs to eat in order to avoid feeling hungry. But we can also choose what to eat, how much it costs, eating at home or eating out at restaurants. Is it clearer for you now, Laura?
Yes, definitely. If I understand and distinguish between necessary and optional expenses, I will be able to prioritize my spending and manage my money more wisely.
Oh, Laura, your table looks so different now compared to last month.
Well, I don't buy so many optional items anymore. And now, I have enough money until the end of the month.
I'm so glad you have learned how to prioritize expenses. You look worried, Pete. What happened?
It's a bit stressful for me at the moment. This month is hard for me. I have so many bills to pay, like my personal expenses, my master's degree tuition, my car installment, and my mom is sick and now in the hospital, so I have to cover the medical expenses too. I have no idea how I can pay for all that.
That sounds pretty familiar to me. When I was your age, I had a similar situation. Back then, I needed to pay for my children's tuition fees, for the repair of the roof of my house, and that was not all. My wife had a car accident, and we needed to pay for the medical treatment and the expenses for the car repair. So I decided to separate my expenses in regular and irregular. That helped me to better plan and prepare for these expenses.
How can I do that?
Regular expenses are the ones we pay daily, weekly, or monthly. The amount of money can be the same for every payment. For example, rent or car installments, or it can differ in each payment. Example, cost of utilities, phone bills. Irregular expenses happen once in a while and are usually not planned. For example, the cost of car repair, party expenses, or contributions for social events.
I see. I think I got it now.
Are you sure? Let's play a game and see.